Okay, so starting off, we are actually taking this OBD2 to OBD1 coolant hose adapter. What this allows me to do is I can actually put this on here and just plug it. Since I'm getting rid of a lot of the coolant line stuff over here on the driver's side of the block that actually runs to the heater core and everything in the back, we're not gonna need any of it, so I'm just gonna plug this off. So I got this little adapter from somewhere on the internet. Part number will be linked in the description. But essentially you replace your front cover bolt here with one that's extended by about like 3/4 of an inch. And then you can put this nut on the back, and I'm gonna show you how that just draws itself in. So if I get on there, you can see how that just pulled it in. So it's all sealed up, came with some O-rings already on there, but now I can just go find a cap and plug it off. I've got a filmer now, guys. This is pretty cool. Anyway, now I'm going to RTV the actual mounting surfaces from the front cover to the block. That way when I put the head gasket on, that's right here, it has somewhere nice to seal. And then when we put the head on, it won't leak any oil or anything out of the front cover. So we're just going to take a little bit, put a little dot right there. And a little dot right there. All right, now we're gonna just throw the head gasket on. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so now we've got our ARP head studs. Hopefully these don't go like the main studs did, but essentially pretty simple. We're just gonna take it and same thing as before, have the hex side out, and then we'll just drop it into all of the cylinders. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll jump back and we'll put the nuts and washers on, and then we'll start torquing. So in the time lapse, we put all of the head studs in as well as the washers. Now we just got to lube up our nuts. Got to lube up the nuts and put those on. And then we'll torque them down in the torque specs, which I'll just put them up on the screen for you. So I'm going to film the final torque sequence at 75 foot-pounds, just in case I have one that breaks like I did with the main studs. So yeah, we're gonna follow the torque sequence one more time at 75 foot-pounds and hope that none of them break. I don't know why I'm so scared, but it's probably just because the last set broke. So here we go. I think one just broke. That's two. Okay, so now I'm taking all of the lifters out of the OEM lifter tray, and I'm putting them into the new lifter tray. So I have to do this just for the M54 B30 intake cam, because I'll be actually reusing the tray and caps and everything from the old exhaust cam, if that makes sense. So we're just popping these out, moving them straight over. And they fit because they're the same bore. However, if you try to use the new, like the non-Vanos intake cam trays, they are actually, I believe, 35 millimeter lifters, where these are 33. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are a different size nonetheless. All right, so I just oiled the underside on the tray. Now I'm gonna oil the caps and put them on. And then I've got my bag of nuts here. And then I'm gonna thread them on slowly, and then I'll start working it out evenly once I get all of the caps on. I also have my timing block here. This, I will leave a link in the description on where to buy it. It's Alien Engineering. it's got a 4-degree advance, and then when we put the non-Vanos cam in, for it to line up, I believe it's a 101-degree advance. So I'll get into that one later, but for now, I'm just gonna be throwing these on. So once again, just like normal, add a little bit of oil, slap it on. All right, so we're putting the cam caps on. They are 133 inch-pounds, which is also the same as, I believe, 11 foot-pounds and like 13 Newton-meters, something like that. But I'm going with inch-pounds because it's a little more exact. All right, guys, so we got both cams in. They are lined up with the timing blocks. Again, those will be in a link in the description. It's Alien Engineering, I believe. So look out for that one if you're doing the same swap. I have the front sprocket on. I am just figuring out how to time it, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the Vanos on, as well as the tensioner that goes here, which is just chilling back there. All right, so jumping ahead a couple of steps, we've installed all of the tensioners and guides, as well as the main timing chain is on. And I've got that set up. I can try and show you here. Okay, so I've got it lined up with the new chain. The hole is right in the middle of the slot. So on all four, it's right in the middle. Then we're taking our Vanos gears, and I've already lined these up exactly how I want them, so that when this side is all the way to the right, because you can see how that pivots, when it's all the way to the right, the holes in here that the bolts are going to go through are also to the right. And then if I pivot everything all the way left to where it locks out, same thing over here, it's all the way left. So the holes go straight through. Yep.
Are you recording it now?
Got him. For everybody, this is the Ruby Star. You want to say some words?
No.
Okay. Well, it just got an NVIDIA exhaust, so it's going to be loud and pretty sweet. Also, sneak peek, that's the color of the front of my car eventually. Neat. Anyway.
Start this up. RPMs, dude. Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
Right here. Okay guys, it's a little bit later. Obviously you just saw the rides. Oh, there he goes. In the S2000. Sounds so good. He was doing that exhaust and I was helping him out while I was finishing up timing the motor. But it is all in time. Everything's torqued, it's tight. I even put some paint marker there and over right there for in the future. I've spun the engine over, nothing is hitting. It's back at top dead center, and I put these back on and they're still perfect. And I'll show you those from the back. Perfectly flat, all in time. Super proud of how this came out. I know I skipped over the Vanos. It was a struggle. We had to end up loosening the spring washer out so that this chain could move in, or the chain and the sprocket could move independent from the cam. So we loosened those out, got the Vanos little plunger, it's deep in there, but we got that in, twisted this until it locked, which was pretty quick. It was off by like half a tooth. So we spun this over half a tooth, and then the Vanos gear, or the Vanos plunger, slid in. Then we started tightening everything down, pulled this off, tightened the 3 nuts all the way down, torqued them. Then we put this back in and timed the front for the other cam, and then I spun the engine over and it works perfect. Okay, I just got some new tires mounted so that I could have some fronts, because I'm selling off a lot of my wheels. Like, these guys are probably going, I just sold another set the other night. So I took some old rears that were somewhat low offset. I don't know if they're 0, but they're pretty close to 0 offset. I put them on the front. However, the front, I have 20mm spacers, and I don't have the correct length of lug stud to go without them. Anyway, this is what it looks like now. It is actually insane, but I think it's gonna actually fit the wide body kit almost perfect. I am so excited. So here's the car. Look at that. That is how much poke it has, both sides. 20mm spacer, and then these wheels. Holy crap. That looks insane.
Trying to find me. Oh Lord, leave that all behind me. I can't see another way. I swear they want control of me. Oh Lord.